Good. So these people have been complaining about Donald Trump for the last, what, 10 years? Ever since he, first started running as president. So Jimmy Kimmel curses out CBS over Stephen Colbert's late show cancellation as Trump claims he's next. Good. Now these guys telling a Trump joke like when it first started, back in the day, that's one thing. But here we are, 10 years later, and even during the Biden administration, every fucking night, what would these guys do? These fucking soy-infused man babies come out. Oh, you see what Donald Trump is? The country's going to shit thanks to Joe Biden, and you people want to come out here and whine about Donald Trump? And now, once he's out of office, they will have spent near 15 years whining about the man. Can't imagine why people just stopped watching. Now, keep in mind, right-wingers, conservatives, MAGA, they're not watching Stephen Colbert or Jimmy Kimmel. So if the views and the ratings for these shows are down to where someone like Stephen Colbert is canceled, what does that say? Because it's all left-wingers who are watching him. Even their own fan base are tired of the constant Donald Trump things, the constant whining, the fucking whatever else they're doing, the pandering, the crap takes. And so if you have a fan base that it consists primarily of your voters, the people who vote the same way as you, and they're leaving in droves, what does that say? But, right-wingers are not watching Jimmy Kimmel. The only time we watched Jimmy Kimmel was when he was on The Man Show. But Jimmy Kimmel cursed out CBS this week after the network canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The decision described by the network as a purely financial one amid the ongoing Paramount-Skydance merger. Maybe because he's not being profitable anymore. Again, ratings are dropping. And again, it's not right-wingers watching him. So when you have left-wingers and they are leaving, not watching a program, just leaving in droves, what does that say? And yet, no, don't change anything. Just come out and be like, oh, well, if those people don't like what I have to say, then they're all just evil white supreme pizzas with Alfredo sauce, and they're fucking Nazis, and they like to kick puppies and rip off butterfly wings. And they probably don't kiss their grandma goodbye. They can't even fathom the fact that it's not right-wingers watching them. It's people who already agree with them. The people in the audience are all people who are there, and they all jerk this guy off in a heartbeat. Like, oh my God, I agree with everything you say. Oh my God, it's literally me. So the fact is, their side is getting tired of the bullshit. They're tuning out, which profit-wise and profitability, it's sinking the show. Because people are looking at it, investors are looking into the show and like, the views, not that great. Not that great. That was something. You know what? Donald Trump should buy the the Late Show. Give Stephen his job back. And then Stephen can work knowing that the president's paying his paycheck. Oh, that'd be great. But purely financial. Yeah, Kimmel, host of Disney's ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live, took to Instagram stories shortly after Colbert's emotional on-air announcement, sharing a clip of his colleague breaking the news to the viewers. Oh, man. I'm sure all 5 of them were just devastated. Love you, Steven. Fuck you and all your Sheldon, CBS. Kimmel wrote, referencing the network's long-running sitcoms, The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon, as a jab the network's programming priorities. The blunt message quickly went viral, with celebrities like Adam Scott, Judd Apatow, whatever, Katie Couric echoing support for Colbert, while amplifying Kimmel's frustration. The backlash comes amid speculations that the cancellations isn't solely about the dollars and cents. Critics point to Colbert's frequent sharp commentary about political figures, including President Donald Trump, as a potential factor. Again, because every single night for the last 10 years, this man has done nothing but whine about Donald Trump. Yeah, people are going to tune out. Just days before the announcement, Colbert had criticized CBS's parent company Paramount for a settlement with Trump, calling it a bribe on air. Many liberal voices in the industry claim this is a chilling sign of broader changes in late-night TV, especially under new corporate pressures. I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. Very, very low. Very low ratings. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. Jimmy Kimmel hasn't been very good in a long time. Not since the Man Show. And even then, I doubt he was really a man. Has less talent than Colbert. Very, very small talent men. I don't even know if I should call them men. Greg Gutfeld is better than all of them combined, including the moron on NBC who ruined the once great Tonight Show. It used to be great, now not so much. Adding fuel to the fire, President Trump himself weighed in on the cancellation. Yeah, we just read that. Trump extended his barbs to NBC's Jimmy Fallon, calling him a moron, and suggesting the entire late night lineup is on shaky ground. I mean, no offense. I mean, normally I would agree with Trump here, but Fallon has been like the one that's been kind of quiet, you know, from what I see. And back in the day, he was the only one who actually had Trump on his show. But then when Trump was on his show, they attacked Fallon, basically like, oh, why are you trying to humanize him? They went after Fallon, and then after that, he's like, oh, fuck Donald Trump. They don't want you seeing this man as human. So the fact that Trump came on, he let, Jimmy Fallon, this to his hair and all that. He's talking about, is his hair real and all that. It's a great clip too. It's fun. It shows Trump's a human being like everyone else, but they don't want you to see him as a human being. So when Jimmy Kimmel had Trump on after that, they're like, no, you're not allowed to do that again. And then Fallon had pretty much no choice but to join the Trump hate train if he wanted to keep his career. Does that sound like it's But actually, hang on. All right, so here's the clip. It's a great clip. Very, very good clip.
I want to ask you, because the next time I see you could be the president of the United States. I just wanted to know if there's something we could do that's just not presidential, really, or something that we can do now that we're just both civilians. Like
what? This is... I'm not liking the sound of this. Go ahead.
Can I mess your hair up? I'm being gentle.
As long... The answer is yes, but the people in New Hampshire, where I'm going to be in about an hour from now, I hope they're going to understand. Okay?
You say yes?
Go ahead. With my hairspray.
And then after this, they were like, you can't do this again, because they don't want people to see Trump like that as a human being. They want you to see him as a monster, as, oh, he's a racist, he's this, he's that. And that's how every single late night host has been. And when I was looking that clip up, I saw just from like 3 weeks ago, a couple days ago, Fallon is kind of on that same thing of, oh, tonight Donald Trump and Donald Trump, but yeah, 10 years. Kimmel's own future in late night TV ads, an ironic lair to his outspoken defense of Colbert. The comedian has repeatedly hinted that his current contract with Disney-owned ABC, which runs through 2026, is likely his last. February 2024 interview, Kimmel stated, "I think it's my final contract. It's my final contract." Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Signaling potential retirement amid declining viewership. Oh, gee, I can't imagine why. Maybe because he's just like Colbert. He goes out there, cries like a fucking pansy, whines about Donald Trump every day for the last 10 years. And it's like, oh boy, Jimmy Kimmel, let's see what he's talking about. Oh boy, he's talking about Donald Trump again. And then you look at the date, and it's during the Biden administration. You're like, okay, I'll check him out tomorrow. And then you tune in the next night, and you hear a different name, and you're like, oh man, okay, this might be good. And then 10 seconds later, Donald Trump. And you're like, okay, well, I'll just record the next few episodes. And then you watch like the first couple of seconds for each episode, and just Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. And you're like, okay, fuck this. I'm done. Think of some new fucking material, guys. Is Donald Trump really the be-all, end-all fucking joke for you guys? Think of something else. He reiterated similar sentiments about subsequent discussions, noting the shifting landscape of television with streaming options eroding traditional network audiences. Despite these hints, Kimmel has no immediate plans announced beyond his current deal. Ratings may have been a persistent talking point in these developments. While the late show has maintained its lead in viewership, total viewers averaging 2.42 million in quarter 2 of 2025, Kimmel's show trails behind with about 1.77 million average viewers. However, Kimmel occasionally edges out Colbert in the key 18 to 49 demographic, a metric prized by advertisers. Trump's dig at both hosts' talent being less than their ratings demonstrates a brutal reality. Late night viewership has plummeted industry-wide, with even top shows like Colbert. Colbert is drawing fractions of what their peak audience from years past. You want to know why? Because people are tired of the bullshit. Again, after Trump leaves office, people like Colbert and Kimmel, they will have spent 15 years bitching and complaining and whining about Donald Trump. Their opening monologues, 15 years of whining like little fucking babies about Orange Man bad. Can't imagine why people are tired of it. The end of the Late Show marks the closure of chapter for CBS, which has hosted late night programming at Sullivan Theater since 1993. Oh, Ed Sullivan. As one insider put it, the decision was agonizing given the show's historic and cultural status. Well, maybe you should blame these people for wanting to just talk about one guy the entire time. You know, it's kind of like, like other things that have kind of gone more left-leaning. Family Guy, It's definitely more left leaning. South Park still bashes everyone. But people like like Dave Chappelle, comedians like him who bash everyone and everything. That's why things like those are so refreshing, because you don't just, imagine if someone like Dave Chappelle was like, Donald Trump. No, he doesn't do that. He fucking bashes everyone. And that's what makes it so refreshing. Because he could tell a Donald Trump joke like 1 second and then be bashing the black community a second later, which he is a part of. So it's very refreshing, as opposed to people like these guys, these fucking soy-infused babies who are like, Donald Trump hurt my fake vagina tonight. He said some things that I don't like, and that makes him a Nazi. Yet with mergers reshaping media giants and political tensions simmering, the future of outspoken late-night satire hangs in the balance. Kimmel's profane outbursts may be just the beginning of a larger conversation about creative freedom, corporate control, and viability of late-night TV in a fragmented entertainment world. There's really no place for them anymore. Because really, what are they doing that someone on YouTube or TikTok or Kick or Twitch or whatever isn't doing better? Where you can watch those people and have a broad spans of topics and all that, as opposed to these people who are like, Donald Trump hurt my fake vagina. He grabbed it. There's really no reason for late night TV anymore. TV is dying, unfortunately. With streaming services and even then, this stuff doesn't seem to do very well on streaming services. But it also raises the questions about networks being able to make financial decisions based on performance without being examined under the political microscope. Conservative voices, however, see the decision to cancel Colbert as purely financial move, given the show's struggling ratings and massive overhead costs. As Trump hints at more cancellations to come, hosts like Kimmel and Fallon are undoubtedly watching closely, perhaps pondering their own exits before they're shown the door. About time for these activists to be tarred and feathered by the man that they hate most. Like I said, I would love for Trump to buy all their shows, but like anonymously, that people are just told that it's just some very generous benefactor, right? And then they're on air, and then they get during the show, they get a call from Donald Trump. But they're told like, oh yeah, the person who's funding the shows now would like to talk, and they find out it's Donald Trump. What would they do? Well, they get to be on the air and they get to bash him all they want again, but he's the one funding it. That would perfection. This is the only funny thing Kimmel has released since he left the Man Show. Cancel pigs are upset now that they're the ones being canceled. Yeah. Don't let the door hit you. The good Lord split you, Kimmy. Oops, Jimmy. Or both of them. Doesn't really matter. But yeah. 15 years after Trump's this next term. 15 years, and these people will have spent 15 years complaining about Donald Trump. And they wonder why their views, their ratings are low, and again, it's not right-wingers watching these shows. It's not right-wingers. It's the left. And the fact that the left are leaving in droves, not watching this, should tell you everything you need to know. But of course, those people who don't want to watch this crap anymore, who are tired of the constant, Donald Trump, Donald... No, they're going to be looked at like, oh, you guys are just extreme far-white supreme pizzas with anchovies, and you kick puppies, and you never held the door open for a lady before, and because they can't fathom that anyone on their side wouldn't want to constantly have Donald Trump shit shoved down their throat constantly, because If you don't laugh at a Donald Trump joke, and if you don't like the fact that they're constantly doing it, then you're a fucking Nazi. But I hope Jimmy Kimmel's canceled as well. All these late night comedians, I hope that's what you get. 15 years going to be since you guys started whining about him. You know, again, people tune in every night. It's like, oh man, Jimmy Kimmel. Can't wait to see. Oh, he's crying again. What's he crying about? Oh, he's crying about Donald Trump. Okay, well, let me put on, okay, Stephen Colbert. Oh, whining about Donald Trump again. How about the Daily Show? Is the Daily Show still on? Oh, it's Jon Stewart. What's, oh, he's whining about Donald Trump too. Huh. What day is it? Oh, I might be able to catch Saturday Night Live. Oh, wow, making fun of Trump. Like, man, you guys, for being comedians, you sure are running out of material. But anyway, what do we know? What do we know? Again, if you don't agree with the constant jokes going on about him for the past 15 years, then you're a Nazi. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.